Okay. Let's get right into it. Oh man. I don't remember. Hey, Clover. Almost Friday. Oh wow, I forgot I don't have any health left. Aw, shit. What? Ah, shit. Ah, god damn it. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Mighty Duck? Me, I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. How about yourself? Hey, what's up, Songman? I don't think any tigers anywhere have a red eye and a blue eye. Whoever wrote that aphorism should go back to school. Agreed. I was literally just thinking that. Whoa, we turned it into a Kool-Aid fountain? Damn. What's the Adam Sandler movie with the Kool-Aid fountain? Is it like 50 First Dates or something? Where they've got like the drinking fountain that's a Kool-Aid fountain instead of water. Mr. Deeds. I don't know why I'll remember that. I'll remember that scene forever. Oh, crud. I didn't notice there were 2 red herbs here. Oh well. Oh, it just mixed red and green once instead of 3 greens. If you forgot everything that happens every day, you could play Final Fantasy VII for the first time 365 days a year. That'd be a good use of that scenario. Mansion key, nice. Well, and a thing. Eh? What the? Can't tell what I'm looking at. Oh, maybe this was the secret passage into from the piano room. Kind of seems like it. I can't tell. Could also date Adam Sandler. Arguably better choice. Alright, so now we got this thing. This thing. Shield key. Plus armor key. Armor king. And I don't remember what that door does. It unlocks. What? Got the clip. And there's some other gun here. Think I'm falling for that again. Desk is locked. Use the lockpick. Shells. I don't have any space. Oh, you son of a biscuit. Hey, what's up, DB? Happy Mini Friday, that's right. I definitely needed to be Friday because I'm fucking really tired. I don't know what it is. I feel like I alternate between weeks where I get pretty good sleep and sleep easily, and then weeks where I like regress and get bad sleep and can't sleep and stuff. You guys ever feel that way? Sleeping is a good solution to being tired. Streaming less so, or go take a nap. Nah, I'm alright. I took a little bit of one earlier. Well, you take the broken shotgun. Hey, what's the difference between the broken shotgun and the regular shotgun? Ew, it's all droopy. Oh, broken shotgun is for Chris to swap out for regular shotgun. Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't have berry. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, Ramona. What's up? Okay, so put this trash in the trash. Ramona, did you go to the AEW thing yet? I don't think I've had a good night's sleep since 1991. Damn. It's been a long day's night. Next week's show. Nice. Just wondering. Yeah, what happened in 92? The fall of the Berlin Wall. So what else can we go look at here? I think let's go check out that other room we haven't been into on this side of the house, first floor. I pressed X to run, but X doesn't run, it opens the door. Yep, it's true. I'm tired and congested. Locked from inside. Well, what the heck? Locked from the inside. But it looks like, how do you get inside of there? Use the mansion key. Whoa, cursed sphere. Cursed sphere alert. An object of art? Various things? What insightful commentary. Who's sloshing their way this way? Oh, this guy. Yeah. Nothing special. Various things. The desk is locked. Use the lockpick? Yeah. More shotgun shells. Oh. Uh. Nothing major? Nothing major. What's this? Ink ribbon. No. That's weird seeing the dude in the reflection. Hmm. You don't have the key for this room. Alright. Well, that room was stupid. Don't look at the cursed sphere. And now we will go to another room. Hey, Moldy. No, unfortunately, the G virus keeps multiplying. But so far, so good today. Just trying to decide where to next. Hey, Frito. What's up, man? I don't really want to go through that hallway with all the doggies. But I do need to get rid of some things. Where's the closest item box? Hey, Resident Evil Knievel. How's it going? Welcome. I don't know where I should go next. I'm feeling indecisive. And I also don't know where the closest item box is to get this contraband off of me. Pitbull ran into my parents' house and bit my dad the other day, so it makes sense to avoid that hallway. Holy shit. Destroyed the dogs? Dude, last time we were playing this game, we were talking about dogs running through our house, right? Stranger dogs. Strangers dogs. Stranger dogs? Is that a Stranger Things spin-off? I don't know, what do you guys feel like doing? Maybe I should have ran around to the stairway on the west side. I guess I still could. Man. Alright, we'll try it. I feel like eating pizza and drinking 8 Gorillion beers. Gorillion. I feel like petting my dog. She's getting old. Oh. Grandma dog. Pets shouldn't age. It's true. If you could give her years off your lifespan, you would. Oh, that's a very sweet thing It's a very sweet sentiment. Does RE1 original do the thing where it will tell you you don't need the key anymore if you've unlocked all the doors with it? That's the type of thing I would just Google if I was by myself. It does? Okay, cool. You don't know the password? Well, what if I want to guess? Howling of an animal can be heard on and off. Creepy. Be able to get in contact with the admission people? No, I sent them another request. But I haven't tried like calling the office again or emailing them. I just filled the form again and this time made my availability open so they could call anytime. I submitted the thing on Tuesday. Thanks for asking though. Oh, more herbs. I don't trust this camera angle. 3 whole herbs? Well?
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded.
Ow.
What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
Uh-oh. Hey. What? Secretly timed? I was about to ask, but then I felt annoying asking so many questions. You could try CBD. I mean, he is lying right next to some pot leaves. Ah! Just getting faded during a zombie apocalypse doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, then again, how do we know that it wasn't weed that caused all this in the first place? Because you know how stoners are.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it. I'm...
No!
Ew.
Richard!
Jill, be careful.
Gross. Richard is dead. That was disgusting. Check his corpse a few more times just in case. Oh, nice. Thanks for the tip. Okay, now how about the Dave & Buster's power play card? What? Isn't he supposed to have a Dave & Buster's card? Radio? What's going on with that radio? Radio. The battery is still charged. You either have to eat or only Oreos for the rest of your life or never eat them again and die at age 37. I would take my chances of eating only Oreos. Wait a minute. What's gonna be in here? Well, I just realized the snake thing is probably this direction. Would rather die? Damn. You hate them that much? Also, I gotta stand up for a sec. Hold on. You know, one of my worst fears is dying in my 50s. It comes for us all, doesn't it? When I turned 27 and had my existential crises for the first time, I called it my midlife crisis, and people were like, midlife, isn't it like quarter life? Like, no. First of all, no. Why would it be quarter life? Let's see. It's never coming for me. That's just released. Consider why would I die? That's a good point. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Give me 5 or 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Alright. Hey, thanks for waiting. Hey, Ultima. Long time no see. First day on the job at Umbrella Corp. Nice. Best game of all time. What are you guys talking about? I'd rather eat Oreos if I can have milk too. You have to have liquids to live, so I don't really consider any stipulations on that. Milk is gross though. Used to dip my Oreos in water? What the hell? Hey, what's up, Michiru? Good old Resident Evil, that's right. It's my first time playing this game. This is my first playthrough ever. Hey, Nairi's here now too. Picking Jill is a good choice. Yeah, I heard. I tried to play the remake first and it didn't go too well. And then we played through Resident Evil 2, Claire A, Leon B, and now I'm circling back around to Resident Evil Original. And I'm definitely having a better time with it than remake, but that's just because I'm a scrub. And remake was too hard. Although my controller is not responding. Why? Oh, that's why. I'm also concerned about the fact that I came in here knowing that our buddy died in the other room from a snake monster. And that there's handprints, bloody handprints on the wall. Don't worry, I'm also a scrub. I only play Resident Evil on DS. Is that true? I'd believe you. I heard that's actually a good game. Resident Evil on DS. Ink ribbon? No, I don't need that. I really want to get rid of my helmet key. Or my shield key, whatever it is. The one that I've used a bunch already. Yeah, the shield key. I really want to be done with it. Surprisingly a good port. Well, here's some planets. First time I beat Chris's scenario on DS with 2 screens, one for the map. Yeah. What is this place? A candle. Is there nothing in this room? Looks like there should be something. Maybe I need a lighter for this candle. Why, Jill? Why do we have to go into the room with the blood trail? Use the mansion key. Key is useless now. Yay! I'm nervous. If this is a boss room, I'm gonna go back and get the shotgun. Books and gadgetry, nothing useful. Ah! See? What'd I tell you? I'd really rather not use all my pistol ammo on this thing. Hey, I'm stuck. It's got me pinned. Now who's the one pinned, dumbass? Oh shit! Oh yeah. No. Oh, how the tables turn. Right as I thought I had it trapped, it ate me. Damn. Alright. Well. Let's go get the shotty. There's gotta be like a closer lunchbox. Or, item box. I guess it's right downstairs, huh? Down those stairs. There's also enemies over there. You just can't win. I hate when my OBS hotkeys don't work. The version I'm using that supposedly fixes that, but it seems to have not. Hey, okay. Use the mansion key. Oh. I don't like the look of this room either. Wow. Heavy looking suits of armor. Good. Something can be seen in the showcase. Am I gonna get gassed? A weird hole opens. There's a switch. Will you push it? No. Not yet. Now push the button. Okay. What? This fucking guy. Alright. Well, back to the snake, I guess. Jill. Oh. God damn it. I'm tired of these freaking snakes in this mother freaking mansion. Wait, where'd that guy come from? That guy wasn't there before. Oh, man. Okay. Here goes nothing. Currently accepting tips and tricks for this boss. Hey, Funky. Snake. Hey, Cypher. Welcome. Thanks for checking in. Wow. Tired of these mother freaking snakes in this freaking mansion. Get fucked. Come on. Oh, shit. Last time it ate me. Don't eat me. Poisoned? Oh, I didn't notice. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to reload. Oh, shit. There's a way to exploit the snake's movement so you can grab the crest it's guarding without having to shoot it or get attacked by it. Oh, really? Well, he's running off now like a scaredy snake. We live to die another day. I'm dying too. God damn it. Aww. Used all of my healing. I was wondering if you could just run over and grab that shiny thing or not. Well, now I'm freaking poisoned. I haven't come across any blue herbs so far. Huh?
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum.
What? What the? Damn, I should have just bolted out the door instead of using my other green herbs then. If that wasn't, if that was incurable poison.
Barry? Barry?
Yeah, so what happens if you don't get touched by the snake? Nice music. Hey Wesker, thanks for moving me all the way to the other side of the mansion. I wasn't done over there. If you don't get bitten, you skip this scene entirely. Wow. Oh, I forgot I have this bazooka. Man. Can't help but feel like I got scammed. Got my darn herbs. I might still have some more in here. Yeah, okay, I got some more. Give me that, and that. And actually put this crest in there. I don't know how many more crests I need. Let's see. I've got 1, 2. Got the moon crest, sun crest, star crest, wind crest. There's just like one more, right? You're definitely using cheating codes. What makes you say that? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic. Sure, you can ask me something. How much money do you think Lord Spencer spent on this mansion? I don't know, dude. $1 million? What? How dare you, in the name of Lady Demiscrew, I command you to answer? Answer what, bro? How much money Lord Spencer spent on the mansion? I don't understand the joke. Oops. Hey. Man, I'm kind of low on handgun ammo at this point. PC. MacBook. I'm playing using OpenEMO on MacBook. Hey, there's the lighter. Nice. bugs? Someone has searched here already. Appears to be a switch. Will you push it? Not yet. Huh? Researchers will. Impressive, you're handling the tank controls perfectly. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I've played quite a few games with tank controls in my day. The controls in this game hold up pretty well, in my opinion. It feels quite responsive. It's a letter. On top of the letter is missing. The remaining says, "Yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could. But I could only delay the progress by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forget more about you by the day. So I chose a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. Within an hour, I will have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye, and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn." Okay, it's well arranged. How old are you? I am 33. Whoa, too heavy to move. Everyone always thinks I'm younger, though. Something at the back of the shelf? Oh. Yeah, I sound young. Shoot. Damn it. Okay. Exit and re-enter. Nice. Secret? Explosive round. That's it? I mean, I'll take it, but I was kind of expecting like a progression item. When I first found you, I thought you were like 18 to 22. Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. In the long run. I come into streams always expecting to be the oldest. Damn, we got Unk in the chat. Just playing, I'm literally an uncle too. Decisions. I guess we'll go check out the west side of the second floor. Tony Milano, 45 years old. Hey, pleasure to meet you too, my friend. 38, turning 39 in September. Yeah. Yeah, I lied back there. I'm actually 16. Damn. Damn, y'all some old heads for real. For real, for real. And what else do 16-year-olds say these days? For real, for real. Riz Skibbity. What am I doing? We gotta go drop off my explosives in the lunchbox and check on the west side of the second floor. That's what I'm doing. And I'm thinking about playing some KOWAI SHASHIN tonight still, though I'd need to switch over pretty soon. They say things like Riz Skib Toilet Gooner is Skibbity toilet, and then go yell at them to get off my lawn. Yeah. That's dope. Bought this game when it came out. It still feels the same. That's cool. Yeah. Sometimes I think about how awesome I didn't play survival horror games growing up, except for a very select few over the years. Like in my adolescence, when I was a teenager, I played a lot of Resident Evil 4, and I tried to get into Silent Hill and failed until last year. Really, it was when I started streaming that I got into actually playing survival horror games, starting with Silent Hill 1. We played through Silent Hill 1 through 4 and Shattered Memories and a little bit of Origins. Then we played Fatal Frame 1, 2, and part of 3. Then we tried a few of the PlayStation 2 survival horror games like KOWAI and Rule of Rose and whatnot. Didn't make it too far into those ones. And now I finally have made it to Resident Evil. And I've been having fun with them. I loved Resident Evil 2. Something about Silent Hill, you should play Origins first? I don't know about all that. But, I mean, it's too late for me anyways. Oh. I couldn't make it all the way through Origins myself. I got bored of it, despite loving the first 4 and Shattered Memories. Well, saying I loved 3 is not exactly the truth, but I finished it. Origins was the first Silent Hill game I couldn't finish. I liked it. I think it had some good things going for it. It's just the story I think, like, the story and characters did nothing for me. And some of the levels felt a little too expansive. And also the weapon durability mechanics were kind of fun, but also left a little... It didn't feel like as rewarding to find new weapons, I guess. Whereas in all the previous Silent Hill games, it always felt like a reward or accomplishment when you came across a new weapon. So at that point, Origins really only had pure gameplay going for it and atmosphere and level design, which it did all those things pretty well from what I played. I wonder if I'm going to need this lighter again anytime soon. Okay, we gotta go back upstairs. And then to the west side. I guess while we're here, we can try that one door. I don't know. My indecisiveness is starting to overwhelm me. Doing New Game Plus and Expedition 33. That's more rewarding than anything in Silent Hill Origins. Yeah, I noticed you've been playing Expedition 33 a lot. Couldn't help but notice on Discord. Is it fun? I have a friend who thought it was like Game of the Year. And acknowledged that, you know, he acknowledged how it looks to describe Expedition 33 as Game of the Year when it's like a industry hype game. But he was like, trust me, bro. I trust him. He's got good taste otherwise. Oh. Ah, shit. I thought I would be locked. Carving of a helmet. Damn it. It's definitely going to win Game of the Year. What do you think of it? Maybe I should have brought that extra healing with me. Too many options for character builds, and there are 193 different passive abilities you can apply, which separate from character skills. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, sounds like freaking my type of game, but for sure there could be a thing as too many options. To me, the most like the example I think of frequently is Megaton Musashi, that level 5 giant robot game. It's like 13 Sentinels, but shown in, and instead of RTS, it's like, I don't know, missions, like action RPG, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It's like Monster Hunter, sort of. But that game has just an ungodly amount of progression mechanics and ways to customize your guy, and it gets so superfluous and maximalist that it's like there's no way this is doing anything, you know, at a certain point. Changing this thing isn't going to change my numbers. It's just feels like for the sake of it, they give you just a shit ton of things to tinker with. On top of that, every mission rewards you with like Diablo amounts of loot. Going back and looking at the old game fan coverage of this game, no wonder I got so hyped for it. Oh, that'd be interesting. You should post some of that in the Discord. I'd be curious to look at that. I was able to do 60 million plus damage with a single attack through my psychotic build. But also, you have had these crests ever since the snake fight, so you can leave the mansion now. Oh, really? I thought I needed one more. Well, then what's this other stuff on this side? What's on the west side? I thought I needed... I asked earlier, do I need one more, right? And nobody answered, so I took it as a yes. Alright, cool. Freaking... They let you activate literally every single passive at once if you want to. Wow. I wonder if they're gonna rebalance it at all. It'd be kind of weird if they did, with it being a single player game and all, but... They already nerfed an attack that was able to do over 6 billion damage at launch. $6 billion. Let's see if I can juke these guys. No, I can't juke them. Oh no. No. I can't juke them at all. Epic juke fail. God. Fuck. Better than expected. Damn. Epic juke fail. Well, at least I have a green herb still. There's a doggy in here. Come on out. Where is it? Oh! Hey. When the sun sets in the west and moon rises in the east, stars will begin to appear in the sky and wind will blow it towards the ground. Alright. Sun in the west. Moon in the east. Stars in the sky. Wind on the ground. Woo! Oh, I need that little crank. Old barrel. Old barrel. Hey, what up, Eve? How you doing, man? Will you take the crank? Yeah. Uh-oh. Whoa, they're making me miss. Uh-oh. Stupid. Wow, there's so many herbs out here. Oh, shit. Would really rather not use all my ammo on these fucking dogs. Wow, he's got a bulletproof vest on. Took 5 shots to kill him. The other guy's running into the wall. The other guy's trapped. What? Yo, oh, now he's free. Hmm?
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. there's a save room nearby. I need to stand up again and get ready to play some KOWAI SHASHIN. What's this direction? What? Map of garden. Take it. Did nothing today, which was very nice. Cool. Doing nothing is really nice. Elevator? I assume you use the crank to open up the elevator. But maybe there's a save point this way? Not that I absolutely need a save point to switch games, but... But yeah, I'm gonna stand up here in a second. Whoa. Oh, this is what you use the crank for, I guess. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. And then, when I return, I think I'm gonna play some KOWAI SHASHIN. The water's running down the opposite side. Alright, well I hope that was the right thing to do. Alright. I'm gonna just make a save state here. Seems like as good a place as any. Yeah, I really gotta stretch. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm gonna throw on some tunes, and when I return, I will be back. Give me 5 minutes, will ya? Okay, thanks guys, be right back.
うな嵐が来てあれのちぎれたあなたが落ちてくるのを待って希望という名の幻手に取ればわかる君神が与えた約束受けば飛びそうな太陽深い闇を抜けた向こうに光なんてなくてもいいよ Lucky you choose なくして目もぬくもりもいらない絶望へとたどり着けた時私は癒される悲しみを染み込んでこないここでだけに眠る素顔 Lucky you choose 口づけも愛も欲しくない憎しみへとたどり着けた時私は癒される深い闇を抜けた向こうに光なんてなくてもいいよ Lucky you choose なくして目もぬくもりもいらない絶望へとたどり着けた時私は癒される君は傷つくために生きてるの記憶や言葉は目覚める命が壊した星座を並べ星屑がこぼれ孤独の空へと消える静かに水に沈む月が響く奇妙な瞳が揺れている裸の胸に光るナイフ儚い花Strange blue, strange wish 月の日が今 Strange blue, strange眠らない忘れられた君
Alright. Hey, thanks for waiting, guys.
眠らない眠らない
Okay. I'm switching games now to KOWAI SHASHIN. Hopefully that's alright with you guys.
You gotta stay gaming, bruh. Don't focus on no girl, just stay gaming.
Frank Lloyd Wright _ just subscribed for 7 months. Haru Urara is a retired racehorse who gained popularity due to a long string of consecutive losses. In June 2003, after garnering her 80th consecutive loss, the story was picked up by the national Japanese media, making Haru Urara a household name. She quickly became very popular in Japan, and was called the shining star of losers everywhere, Makegumi no Hoshi, for continuing to run with all her heart, despite her seemingly endless losing streak.
That was beautiful. Thanks, Frank. Dang. Ivy's advanced. She can read Japanese. How's it going, man? Thanks. What was that? Was that a sub or a donation? I was typing. I was changing my stream details. Let's see. Stream stuff. KOWAI. One moment. Sub? Cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, here it is. 9 months? Wow. Hey, thanks, Frank. In it for the long haul. That goes a long way. I really appreciate it. Seven. Subscribe. Wait, yeah, this is what it says for me. Resubscribe for 9 months at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 7 months. I don't know what all that means, really, to be honest. I do know that it means I'm getting freaking paid. Let's freaking go. Pizza's on me this weekend, chat. So I guess let's start it from the beginning again with KOWAI SHASHIN. I get it. It's because I subscribe in 3-month increments. Huh. Interesting. Well, anyways, very nice of you. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. For anyone who has not seen this game before. Yeah. This is going to be the beginning of the third loop.
Media entertainment.
My real goal of playing this game and restarting it constantly is that hopefully I'll memorize the plot and details about the game enough to where I won't have to like do extra research to write the script for the video review. That's the hardest part about writing reviews about games for me, is like, I am really interested in the development history and whatnot, but unless I have that stuff really memorized, it makes it really difficult. I don't know. Because my memory is so foggy and bad with, like, recounting plot or recounting certain events in order and accurately and descriptively. The only things I can do is, like, accurately describe how a thing makes me feel and why. But explaining what the thing actually is something I'm really bad at. And anytime I have to, like, go out of my way to research that aspect of a thing, it divorces me from my feelings about the thing. And then if I try to go hone in on my feelings again, I don't remember what the other thing was about it. You know, does that make sense? So it's always really impressive to me when content creators are able to... Oh, shh, Hiyori's talking.
私には小さい頃から不思議な力があった。私の持っている力。それは霊を見ること。そして悪意を持つ霊と戦い、それを消し去ること。
My name is Hiyori. Ever since I was a child, I've had strange power. This power lets me see the spirits of the dead. With my sight, I exorcise spirits who house malicious energy.
今私はその力を使って生きている。特に写真に焼き付いた死者の執念を払い浄化することが私のなりわいである。
I am able to earn a steady income from this process. My specialty is expelling hateful spirits that lurk in photographs. It's not a bad life. Chapter 1: The Exorcism Specialist. Yeah, it's impressive when certain content creators that make video reviews and essays are able to so accurately recount either the events of a plot or a game's development history while still maintaining their own voice and humor and expressing themselves at this, you know, at the same time as communicating something that's objective and fact-based. I get, like, tripped up really easy and distracted and confused. That's just... I like describing it like I have to have my eyes on two places at once. Like something that is objective and fact-based and something subjective and feelings-based. Maybe it's just a matter of practicing, but for me, I'm really good at the feelings and subjective part, but the objective part is not good. I get overwhelmed and disorganized. That summer, we held a test of courage. A desolate shrine sat in the middle of our town. We had to enter the deepest part of the shrine late at night and return with a photo for proof. Also, I'd like to note that didn't really notice until now how quickly the game gets you into the game. Like, yeah, it's part visual novel, but it really has such a brisk pace to it. It, like, briefly introduced you to Hiyori with enough detail to, like, get the gist of who she is and her character, but then immediately gets you into the first vignette here, you know? There's a saying here, if you pass under a torii gate in the middle of the night, you must never look back. It really sets up the game, the character development for her well. How nonchalant she was in that little brief intro to her. I'm surprised I still remember these. Oops. That's the one I keep screwing up last time. And I keep screwing up on the same button, pressing circle instead of X. Do you think the ring cursor is supposed to be her weird metal necklace? Huh. I never considered that. Or the little, like, ring circlet thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's her necklace, right? Hanging. It's probably explained later in the game if that necklace is related. I don't remember if it does, but I think there's a still of her. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I'm sure you're right. That's a good observation. Hiyori's exorcism report. She has another necklace. She does? See how bad my memory is? I've played this game like 2 times to completion, and I've played the first half of the third loop. Like, this is my 3rd time playing the first half of the 3rd loop. And I remember so little details about the plot. Yeah, not the big ring one, the one that's hanging down by her shirt. Going to ask you a really offensive question. What's that, Moldy? Careful not to get the Twitch cops too riled up. I was too busy trying not to stare. I failed to not notice the actual necklace. Yeah, I haven't looked until I haven't looked anywhere on the screen until just now, actually. Now that you mention it. I would never look a woman just right in the eye. I always look away. What's your favorite Shrek movie? I don't know. I think I've seen Shrek 2. I've seen Shrek 1 for sure. I think I've seen Shrek 2 many, many years ago. Is that the one with Puss in Boots the first time? I've maybe seen some part of Shrek 3. But, I don't know. They're all my favorite. I like the one where he rides a motorcycle into the sunset with his... he gives a thumbs up and he says, "Cowabunga, dude." 2 is Puss in Boots, 3 is Justin Timberlake. Noted. Hiyori's exorcism report. The figure hanging from the torii gate tried to pull you into another world. When a sacred place like that shrine becomes abandoned, it's common for evil spirits to take it over. Fooling around in a place like that can be dangerous, okay? For is a Wonderful Life, but with Shrek. Awful smell. A horrible smell drifted from that car. Everyone I gave a lift always mentioned that awful rotting smell. Not only that, but sometimes the car would just shake violently. It wasn't normal. It almost felt like something was trying to drag the car away. I mean, the car was cheap, so I expected it to be a piece of crap. But after seeing this photo, I couldn't just ignore this problem any longer. Oh, are they talking about my room? I hope not. Hold on. I like to call those exorcism reports that Hiyori gives sometimes after the stages. They're like spiritual PSAs. Stay away from the torii gate at night. You don't know what dangers may be lurking. But, I'm trying to be analytical. Like, what part do her spiritual PSAs play into the game and story? It's like a resolution to the stages in a way that you've got these photos and the letters, and the photos are a little bit vague, you know? There's no resolution. Like, imagine you exercise the photo and it just moves on, right? So Hiyori's spiritual PSAs are kind of like a means of providing resolution to the episodes. Kind of helps you get a sense of accomplishment, I feel like. And it also makes it feel special when it leads into a plot moment instead of a PSA. This is so overkill. At this point in the game, the enemies will die relatively easily. Like, this guy's probably dead now. But may as well take the practice at getting the full 9 while we can. Sorry, one sec. How's KOWAI SHASHIN going? Good. We basically just switched to it. We started over again. I'm trying to be analytical and attentive. And critique the pacing and the story and trying to I need to memorize the story better. There's still more to the letter. Oh yeah, sometimes instead of giving your instead of getting the PSAs, sometimes you get the additional bits to the letter. What's your favorite horror story? Horror story? Like, I don't have any written horror stories that I know. But if you're including, like, movies, my favorite horror movie is probably Audition or The Ring, 2002 American remake. There's still more in the letter. Or Strange Circus. Strange Circus, for sure, is up there for me. But that one's not even really... I mean, that one has horror themes and is very disturbing. But it's not exactly like a horror movie. It's more of like a disturbing drama with occasional violence. It's a horror movie in the same way that movie Funny Game is a horror movie. There was still more in the letter. Well, there's no way I could drive that car again, so I sold it to a friend who works at a junkyard. I also really like Noroi the Curse and Suicide Club. Noroi the Curse is actually relevant to this game because it's a found footage Japanese horror movie. Probably the best found footage horror movie of all time. I always recommended it to everyone throughout the years, especially around Halloween. I usually turn it on at least for a bit around Halloween time. But it's related because the director is mostly known for his found footage movies, and he also directed some episodes of this found footage horror anthology show. And in my KOWAI SHASHIN review, I have a part talking about a long-running Japanese horror found footage show called Noroi no Video. So that's all there is to that thought. Well, there's no way I could drive that car again, so I sold it to a friend who works at a junkyard. I got a letter from him a while later. Behind the wheel cover, he found a mass of hair twisted into the axle. Noroi is sick? Yeah. I feel like more and more people have seen it these days, which is cool. Yeah, it's gained a lot of popularity, thankfully. I think there is a handful of other people like me that were very evangelical about that film. I used to have it saved in a Dropbox folder, and I would send it to people. Way back in the day. And now there's even like a Koji Shiraishi Discord server. I mean, not official, but it's fans of Shiraishi. And they have spent a lot of time and resources getting some of his more obscure works fan translated, in addition to many other obscure Japanese films and shows. Like, they got a Blu-ray rip of the Shin Megami Tensei television show, live action, where before the only rip of it online was like a shitty VHS rip. The story was funny too. They like posted in the Discord, like, you know, we got in contact with this guy that has, you know, found a rare copy of the Blu-ray through his Yakuza connection. And we paid like, he said they paid like $1,000 to get it shipped to America, and had it fan subbed, and then released it for free, which is cool of them. A lot of their stuff is locked behind paywalls of their like Patreon, but they were generous enough to release the Shin Megami Tensei live action television show Blu-ray rip as fan subbed for free. A child went missing while their parents played at a nearby pachinko parlor. Strange things started to occur at that 24-hour parking lot from then on. Sometimes a small human shape would dart between the cars. Other times, a child's handprint would appear in a locked car at night. When I took this photo, I swear I heard a kid's playful voice saying, "I'm over here." Noroi is cool because it's almost like mixed media. The way it combines like the documentary crew's found footage style footage with like fake news reports and whatnot. And I like how it combines paranormal like ghosts with other kind of conspiracy type aliens. There's a guy who literally wears a suit of tinfoil to protect against UFOs. Oops. My other favorite Koji Shiraishi movie is Occult. Not Cult. He has a movie called Cult, and he has a movie called Occult. Occult is his other best one, in my opinion. Though it's way more chill than Noroi. It's kind of almost more like a character study. They just follow around this one guy who's been having strange paranormal phenomena happen to him. And it's got kind of like a Lovecraftian bend to it. Another great Japanese horror movie that no one has seen but should is called Mare Bito, and that one also combines like a regular horror movie with occasional bits of found footage sequences. And that one was directed by the guy who made The Grudge, and the script was written by the guy who wrote Lane, and it stars Shinya Tsukamoto, who did Tetsuo Iron Man. So it's like a real fucking powerhouse trio, but no one's seen it. And I actually got a chance to ask the director of The Grudge about that movie. fucking, what's his name? Takashi Shimizu. I went and saw a Takashi Shimizu film when it was new, called Oxhead Village, and he was there to do a Q&A after the screening. And I went knowing that I probably wasn't going to care about Oxhead Village. I knew it was probably going to be super mid, which it was. But I was going because I wanted to ask him about Maribito. Like, I'm not even kidding. That was a big reason I was going, because I wanted to ask about Maribito during the Q&A. And so, the movie finishes. He comes out wearing a hat, and the bill of this hat has like cat eyes on it. He looks pretty funny, and the host and programmer, who's an American guy, of course, he fielded the questions. Everyone had to write their questions down on these pieces of paper and then put them into a whatever box. And the host programmer guy, it takes out the questions, one by one, and asks. And I felt very kind of embarrassed to be asking about a movie that was not the movie that we just watched. And no part of my questions related to it. So I was really nervous. And one by one, they go through all the questions. Everyone else asked about Oxhead Village. And then it finally gets down to the last one, which was me, funnily enough. Kind of convenient. So I thankfully didn't derail anything. But the programmer takes out the thing and reads it, and he's hesitant. He isn't reading it out loud. I can tell he's hesitating. What I wrote was, what do you think about Maribito? Do you have any plans, or would you ever work with Shinya Tsukamoto and Chiaki Konaka again? Because that's like a real fucking powerhouse of Japanese horror. And I don't remember. There's some third part of the question, but I also included that it's one of my all-time favorite movies. So the programmer reads it, and he's like, well, because this person said that this is their favorite movie, I'll ask it, but I typically would not, because it's not related to what we just saw. But because it's the person's favorite, what do you think about your film Maribito? Can you say anything about that movie? He boiled my question down so heavily. He didn't even mention the other two huge names, Tsukamoto and Konaka. He didn't even mention them. He's just like, can you say anything about Maribito? And what Shimizu said was, I never know what to say about that movie. The only people that have ever seen it are film nerds, but I appreciate, that anyone still remembers it at all, basically, is what he said. He said no one saw it, which is true. And then he also said they made the movie on a budget of $50,000 USD. And that was it. The programmer invited everyone to come to the workshop Shimizu was going to be doing the next day at a different location. He's like, maybe you can ask him more about the film at the workshop tomorrow. He didn't say this to me directly. He said this to the audience. And I think I even had a ticket to go to that workshop, but I ended up bailing for some reason. The last part of that story is I really wanted to get a picture with the guy. So I kind of just lingered for a bit as the audience was leaving, and noticed a couple other dudes walking up towards the stage, and I was like, okay, well, if they're doing it, I guess I can too then. The host was so annoyed. Like, we clearly weren't supposed to wait to get pictures with him, but Shimizu was really, really nice about it. He, like, didn't mind at all. He looked tired for sure, but he put on a big smile for everybody's picture. And some people had him sign some of their stuff, and I was kicking myself. I was like, man, I wish I'd brought my Shimizu stuff and Maribito. But then I would have outed myself if I had brought in Maribito DVD. Hey, Silent, and welcome back, Frito. Called you a film nerd? Yeah, I mean, he didn't use those words, of course. I mean, I actually don't, you know, I only know what he said through the host who was translating it into English, but the host phrased it like it's only, like, film fans that have seen it, like film buffs. He's like, nobody saw it. It's typically only film buffs that know about it, but I'm grateful for that. But it's, like, true though. That movie, Maribito, is such a unique gem for many reasons. And the biggest one, the most obvious reason, is just the team that worked on it. It's not every day that you get such a, what's it called? Like a super group? It's not every day that you get, like, a super group of Japanese horror together on one project. A low budget project at that ended up being really good, in my opinion. To reiterate, Maribito was written by the guy who wrote Lane. It was directed by the guy that did Ju-on and The Grudge. And it was starring Shinya Tsukamoto, who created Tetsuo Iron Man, among many other classics. And Maribito does have a very, like, Konaka type plot that, you know, involves fucking everything from Hollow Earth to ghosts to vampires to... But it's not over the top B movie. It's, like, really subtle. It's, like, really subtle in its horror, and it's very, like, beautiful. And of course, you know, a lot of it is kind of like allegory for like relationship problems and marriage problems, and yeah, I don't know, it just really hits for me, the themes of it and plot devices it uses of this guy who chases down crime to film, like a kind of like a Nightcrawler type thing. But the reason he chases crimes to film is because he wants to feel fear as he's going through his divorce or whatever. This isn't spoilers, but this is like the very beginning of the movie. It, like, leads him down into, like, this Hollow Earth type area underneath the subway system where he finds a girl, some kind of, like, cave woman who can't speak. And it kind of goes from there. He, like, takes her back to his apartment, and you sort of see their relationship build and his life spiral out of control. Very spooky movie. I recommend it. Maribito. Hey, Mystic Fool. Sorry that was a tangent. Hiyori's exorcism report, aka the spiritual PSA. Seems like the child slipped out of the parlor and played in the parking lot. The child must have found a friend in whatever spirit lurked there. Now they're probably playing hide and seek for eternity in whatever dimension they were dragged into. Don't go running around outside at night if you're a child. This is the third cycle.
一人ぼっちの私が生きていくためのたった一つの手段。次はどんな手紙が届くのだろう。
Pattern seem way simpler. I don't know. Yeah, I'm restarting this is my third time restarting the third loop just so I can... I'm trying to, like, study this game, you know? I'm really trying to remember and memorize what happens in the game so I can write my review script easier. Since I have no living relatives, fighting spirits is the only way I know how to get by. I wonder what kind of letters I'll see next. She has no relatives. Gotta check out these movies you mentioned. Yeah. Marebito. Marebito. My friend, who's a film buff, actually didn't like it. Which I understand. I don't think everyone would. I don't think it's the type of movie that, like, everyone will like. For me, it just hits everything that I like. Hence why I like it. No relatives because there goes... And she ate them? Funny joke. No spoilers! Not everyone's seeing this game. But I know you're just joking. I live here alone in this mansion, taking exorcism requests from my agent who delivers them to me. My mother passed early on, and my father, who had the same powers as me, disappeared when I was 7. She's a hikikomori. Femkikimori. Ever since then, I've hardly left the house. To me, the outside world was far more terrifying than the world of spirits. Ane mi ne mana ane mini manamori. Ever since then, I've hardly left the house. To me, the outside world is far more terrifying than the world of spirits. That's a beautifully said. I need to look into who fan translated this game. Maybe I could... Whoa, that'd be cool if I could interview them or ask them some questions for the video. Our school uniforms changed 3 years ago, but one girl still wears the old one, and the winter one at that. Everyone at my school seems to know this girl. Man, that'd be so dope if I could do a little podcast interview with whoever translated this game. And before the fan patch makers were the ones who helped perpetuate the fake stories about the devs dying, yeah. Interview canceled. She only goes up to about our waists. She walks in a strange, clumsy fashion, but is somehow still fast. Gotta go fast. The students spread rumors about her, saying things like her legs don't move and she just gently glides. We all got that one classmate who just gently glides. She hasn't done anything bad per se, but rumor has it if you run into her alone at night, like in the bathroom or something, something terrible might happen. Interesting fake story. It was, and the guy who wrote that Medium article did a really good job. an amazing job, to the point where it's like, honestly, if someone were to make that into a video, that's pretty much the only KOWAI SHASHIN content that's ever needed. It's frustrating that like, so soon after we played this, multiple larger content creators put out videos on this game. People keep beating me to the punch. I haven't watched either of those bigger KOWAI SHASHIN videos. One of them was Hazel. Hazel makes such good content. Her Elfin Lead video is like one of the best YouTube videos ever. So I'm sure her coverage of this game is really good too. But of course, I didn't watch it because I don't want to be influenced, and also I'm jealous. Yeah, I've never finished Elfin Lead. I don't think it's a good show, from what I've seen. But it is, like, so quintessentially 2000s. It's such a quintessential 2000s anime relic. And Hazel's video of it was very fair and very insightful, very informative. Highly recommended. She covers a lot, not just the show, but kind of like culture around it at the time, and her own experiences getting into anime and why it resonated with people in America, but not so much in Japan. Because, you know, it's really obscure in Japan, from what her research showed. It was much more popular here. And yeah, she does a really good job at explaining why that came to be. There's more in the letter. That girl used to be a student here. Right before graduation, she fell onto the train tracks and was killed. No one knows whether it was an accident or suicide. Rumor has it that her legs from the thighs down were sliced off. Actually, I showed this picture to my sister, who went to this school. Ah, Ochiai is still here, huh? Still there, huh? Bowling. I hate bowling. No thighs. Ryza is cancelled. So I guess we're not gonna get an Atelier Ryza 4 then. Thigh nerf. The walls were turned into full-sized mirrors during the remodel, which creeped out the staff. I know it sounds weird, but it felt like we were constantly being watched. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Cyan, I gotta come check out your new place. I don't know why thigh nerfs reminded me that, but how do you feel about how it turned out? Strange things always happen at that bowling alley. Monitors would turn on without warning. The return machine would randomly activate and pull the cleaner's arm in, things like that. A new hire started acting strangely and quit soon after all that started. He was in the pin setting room, cleaning while the bowling alley was closed, when a ball came flying in despite no one being around. When they looked down at the lane, his eyes locked with something Really like it. I won't say why. Leave that as a surprise. Cool. I'm sure I'll have some time this weekend to come check it out. Tomorrow is freaking Friday. Oops. Oops. I don't know why I can never find. Here it is. Also, I need to stand up after this one. Oops. Nice. Let's get the PSA or addendum to the letter, and then I'm going to stand up, use the restroom real quick, and then return to play just a bit more. Hiyori's Exorcism Report, aka the Ghost of PSA. Lonely spirits with nowhere to go often gather in lively places. Mirror-like surfaces are easy for ghosts to affect, so a tense feeling around mirrors is pretty natural. Photos, mirrors, and the like can connect us to other worlds and act like windows to us. Faces in the subway. This one's a classic. This might be my favorite picture in the game. Well, one of them. But let me stand up first. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate the company for this game especially. It helps, you know, keep me motivated to work on the project. It feels so far away, and I'm not even sure still if it's even possible for me. But I'm gonna keep trying. Thanks, Moldy. I believe in you too. Okay, give me about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Thanks.
私は誘拐されたことがある。なぜなら私が赤い靴を履いていたからだ。私を連れ去った人の瞳にはバーコードが刻まれていた。世界の果てに彼はさらってきた女の子で小さな劇場を作り夢を飾る。観客が誰一人いない波打ち際で私たちは100年の孤独を演じる。バーコードの彼は誰も知らない再生のメロディーを口ずさむ。私たちはどこに生まれ変わるのだろう。夜空を越えて大人になる明日が来るから生まれ変われる。月が砕けて見えない夜空を越えて泳ぐより愛し合えたら生まれ変われる。永遠の花が咲くまで
Alright. Hey, thanks for waiting. Some things feel out of reach, but chipping away at it little by little, you can get there. It's true. My only, fear, which is what I have typically a problem I typically run into when it comes to writing things like a intentional essay or other types of content that take a really long time, like a video review, is like I have the vision and goal in my mind and kind of am chipping away at it, but eventually sort of lose interest and move on, which isn't necessarily like a bad thing in itself, but I want to prove to myself that I can do this. I can make a video review or video essay about things that I care about. And I think for the longest time I had felt like music was the only creative outlet I could reliably succeed at finishing. And a big reason for that is you can like write and record a song in a day. Like even if, yeah, like you can get the most out of your moment of inspiration to finish the thing while you're still inspired by it. And yeah, I definitely, like, that's not always the case. Like, some songs I do have to go back to and put more hours into, even when I don't feel like it. In fact, that's usually the case. But the point is, something like a video review takes so many hours. I just don't want to find myself losing interest in the thing that I seemingly want really badly. It wouldn't be the first time. Have you tried anything in the past to help keep your motivation up for a long, hard project? Good question. Well, I don't know. Lately I just try to remind myself of the purpose, like why I'm doing it. And try to stop thinking about the actions themselves and stop thinking about how long the things will take and the hard things about it, and instead refocus and recenter on the question of why am I doing it and what am I doing it for and what is the initial thing that drove me. Which helps. I mean, that's why I'm playing it tonight, even. Is earlier, I was listening to one of my favorite artists as of late, within the last year. Her name's Urudu Tia. And I wanted to do a video essay about her, too. And I actually started the essay a while back. But of course, lost interest before I finished it. Not that I don't think it'd be possible for me to finish, but I put her on today on my way to work and was trying to find that meaning again. And as much as I felt inspired to continue the Rurutia script, it also got me thinking about the other scripts that I want to keep working on, such as KOWAI SHASHIN. So as I was feeling inspired listening to her music again this morning, I leveraged that inspo towards KOWAI SHASHIN. But yeah, it is a lot of work. It's so insane that anyone manages to put video essays out. I mean, it's one thing to make a video, quote-unquote, essay that's just essentially recapping the game. Like, a lot of people do that on YouTube now. Like, you see these 4-hour videos that are like game analysis, and it's really not an analysis, it's just a recap, and it's them going through the game, explaining what happens beat for beat, essentially with commentary and occasional critique or explanation. But you know, some of my favorite creators like Grimbeard or Hazel or Tim Rogers or Thor High Heels, they make these big videos that are so like insightful and observant, and like, you know, it takes so much work. Even just the discussion videos I post, I know how long those take. And I think the concept of video reviews and essays for me also feels insurmountable at the moment, just because I don't have a handle on the video editing software. Like, I despise video editing. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I can't do things that I envision. But then there's also, you know, that's only one issue among others. Do you think you would do better working on a bunch of scripts at once or focusing on one before starting the next? Well, until now, I have been doing a bunch of scripts, basically, when I feel like it. I mean, the origin of these things is that I write to get my thoughts out, and so I can stop thinking. Typically, any sort of essay I've written in the past, which I have finished essays before, that I didn't show anyone. Not all of them were game or media related. But typically those start because I have a lot of thoughts that I need to get out somewhere. And typically I write it until I either don't have anything left to say or am too tired to continue. And then those thoughts, sometimes, depending on how fixated I am, those thoughts will return, you know, maybe a week later, and I write the whole thing again from the beginning. And I sort of rewrote it until it's finished. Like naturally second drafting or whatever, kind of organically. And that's the way I've finished them in the past. And I wasn't worried about like structure or anything, which is a little different, I guess, because the essays that I have finished before are more kind of like abstract, I guess, about like feelings. Like one of them is about this camera I purchased off of eBay, and on the camera were photos from the previous owner, and it was just like family gathering photos, basically. This like elderly couple and their life. And I sort of ignored these photos for a year. Anytime I'd go get my photos off the camera, I would see them saved to the camera, and I had glanced through them before but just didn't really pay them any mind, until one day when I was getting into, you know, I was getting into taking photos of a different style, and it gave me the idea to actually look closer at those pictures, and it turns out those pictures were incredible without trying to be. And they were so mundane and but so like well done that it had me thinking about a lot of different things, namely the passage of time and mundane memories and how you can experience nostalgia through someone else. And so the essay I wrote is about that, and you know, coming to the realization you gotta appreciate mundane moments, because someday that might be all you have left. That might be the last thing you remember is something mundane, sitting at the dinner table, you know, watching TV. I think that would be a really great video, and the script is really not even that long. I just don't really know what to do with it visually aside from the pictures on the camera, of course. But yeah, it's hard to decide what to do with my time. That is another problem I run into, is the anxiety of choosing something. Without, like, inspiration driving it. Without, like, a sudden, spontaneous inspiration driving my actions, I sometimes get really overwhelmed deciding what to do and how to do it. I get a lot of anxiety, like, wait, maybe I should be working on this other thing instead, but wait, what's the first step do I do here? I don't know. Yeah, I get, like, mental traffic jam without inspiration. I started the video process for my channel, and it's a lot of work. I'm not even making a long video essay or anything, so I can't imagine doing what you do. Yeah, I mean, currently all I do video-wise is just cut up parts of VODs that have discussions in them. Though, I will say, I'm nearly done with the KOWAI SHASHIN stream discussion. And this one, I'm really made a concerted effort to practice more with adding, like, external clips to give context to things we're discussing. Like, if we're discussing a certain movie, like, add clips of that movie. There's a couple kind of, like, visual gags, like mentioning snails and then, like, enlarging my avatar on the screen and adding snail antennas and a shell to my avatar. Things like that I've been trying to experiment with, more so for the sake of learning and fun rather than finishing the thing, which helped a lot, honestly. I think that's a big factor, is perspective. Like, purpose for why you're doing what you're doing, and intention. Like, instead of pressuring, like, I'm working on this to finish it, like, I'm working on this to experiment and have fun, and not to finish it. I'm not, like, doing this with the specific intention of finishing it. I took this when coming home from a night of drinking on the last train. My coworker and I were drunk and lively, nearly fell into the tracks, but I froze when I saw those things looking at me. Oh, my controller turned off. I frequently use this station, but I've never once seen something like those glowing yet dead eyes. Have they always been watching us? Ah! I always press circle instead of X there. Ah! AI hand. Hey! Nothing scarier than AI hands besides dementia. Yeah. Oops. I enjoyed watching video essays on the Caretaker's Dementia album. Also listened to it, over half of it, on a trip once, and it put me into a depressed mindset. Yeah, I think I remember you telling us about that. Sounds not very fun. Hiyori's exorcism report. Ghosts often lurk in dangerous places like this. They'll often help cause accidents that wouldn't normally happen. And yes, chances are they've always been watching you. The strange glowing eyes you saw are from their hunger and their desire to feed. Goes without saying, but they're not after regular food. Goes without saying, they're not after a quarter pounder with cheese. When an unfortunate accident occurs, they feed on the sadness and fear around them. That, and, of course, any blood and flesh left behind.
「私の除霊はどうやら一風変わっているらしい。私は除霊をするたびにその霊の生前の記憶や知識の一部を自分のものとして得ることができる。孤児となった私がこうして一人で生きてゆけるのもそのためだ。
Something strange seems to be happening with my exorcisms. I've been gaining a small part of the ghost's memories and knowledge from when they were alive. As an orphan, I find these little memories oddly comforting. That's like me finding pictures on the camera I got off of eBay. My director of the program... Wait, what? I have to get a bunch of certifications this summer? Director of program just told us. Damn. What does that, entail? What does getting certifications entail? Like becoming an EMT or something? Electrician? Forklift certified?
「私がこの力に目覚めたのは7つの時だったと思う。まるでその力と引き換えのように父は私を残し姿を消してしまった。
When I was 7, I noticed my powers. Almost as if it was an exchange, my father suddenly disappeared. Your best friend is forklift certified? That's dope.
それまで私は普通の女の子として暮らしていた。屋敷の外に出て友達と遊んだ。幼いなりに好きな子もいた。人と話すのが苦手な私に 優しくしてくれた男の子。名前も覚えている。
Until then, I lived as a normal girl. I played with friends outside the mansion. I even fell in love. That boy was kind and gentle to me, even though I was bad at talking. I still remember his name.
Yuji-kun.
Yuji-kun. Yuji-kun. The crowd goes wild.
だけど私が人には見えないものを見るようになると、友達はみんな私を怖がり、そしてそれが悲しくて、私は屋敷から出なくなった。でもなぜ今そんなことを思い出したんだろう。
But once I started seeing things others couldn't, my friends were terrified of me. Then, in my sadness, I locked myself in this mansion. But why now? Why am I remembering this? Could it be a foreshadowing event? Towering steel monster. Damn. Well, I wish I could keep playing, but I probably ought to call it. I'm a maintenance worker who checks on the transmission towers. I have confidence to do my job when up that high, but now and then I run into things that can't be explained by logic. Hey, take it easy, Eve. Yeah, I'm about to head out too. Thanks for chilling. It's good to see you, as always. I'm gonna finish this stage and then make a save state. And next time we play, we will pick up from that save state instead of starting from the beginning again. This might sound like utter nonsense, but now and then it feels like something inside that old tower has life and a will of its own. We've had shocks and falling accidents as well. You know what else does hold me back is just not feeling the stability that I need currently. That really definitely is holding back, because when I think about working on this project, I have anxiety about having the capacity and time for it. I'm like, there's so many distractions right now trying to change my living situation and getting the music out, the music project finished. I don't know why, if that's like a self-defeating thing, or if it's just like a realistic thing. And then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't put any energy into it right now, because if I put energy into it, you know, that's energy being removed from the project that I can't like capitalize on. Maybe I should save the energy and inspiration, you know? I don't know if I'm just overthinking it, probably. Do you have a lot of bagels on your plate? Sounds like a burnout, exhaustion, anxiety thing. Yeah. I know I would feel a lot more motivated and capable if my like lifestyle needs were being met and felt more stable. After an accident, those steel bars seem to shake with pleasure and the sound of laughter echoes in the wind. Like, if the school thing works out and I get into school and I'm working part-time and am able to move in October and am able to make rent, then I would have so much more relief and, like, room. I was almost having panic attacks daily with school, but after graduation finally calmed down. Yeah, you know, I say that now about myself, like if I were to get into school and be working part-time and able to move. But who knows, maybe school would make it worse for me. Currently, I see school to me feels like a way out or a way forward. But that doesn't mean it's going to immediately be that way. It will for sure be very overwhelming and annoying. And I fucking hate homework. And I'm sure I might even have less time, possibly. Realistically, I right now have enough time to basically do all the projects I want to do. It's just a matter of staying on track and feeling confident and emotionally stable about everything. Like, I have a lot of free time right now, realistically. I have a lot of free time, but not enough bandwidth. I think it can definitely make you feel like you're getting it done. Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing, is just feeling like you're making progress, or like, yeah, the optimism you can get from feeling like you're on the path towards something different. Did you take a day off stream Wednesday? No. I streamed every day this week so far. I might have done a short stream on Wednesday. Or Tuesday. But, yeah, I haven't taken a day off this week. Which is alright, I put a lot of thought into it. And talked to my therapist. No, I'm gonna stream tomorrow too. But I am about to log off. Now. I gotta start getting ready for bed. But, this is a fun stream tonight. We made some Resident Evil progress. We made some KOWAI SHASHIN progress. Discussed a lot of, important topics. Had some great conversations. Tomorrow I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid, I think. So, thanks Clover, Moldy, Silent. Thanks Eve. Thanks Frank for the sub. Frito. Sonic Man, Mystic Fool. Funky. There's some others. Ramona, Cypher, thanks to Michiru, Nairi, Ultima. Wow, we had a lot of people come through tonight. I appreciate it, guys. If I missed you, I'll get you next time. Yeah. Freaking Friday, let's go. Have a great rest of your night, everybody, and a great day tomorrow, and I will see you then.